get my hips elevated a little bit. And today's breath work, and if you haven't been in the recent classes, we've been starting every class with a pranayama, which is just like a breath exercise. And most of them have been really focused on either balancing our two sides of the body with Nadi Shodhana, or last week we did Samavriti, where we count for 4 breaths, hold for 4 breaths, and continue that cycle. So this week, and we're kind of taking a different direction with our pranayama and doing what's called skull shining breath, Kapalabhati. And Kapala meaning skull and Bhati meaning light, so Kapalabhati. So it's a faster pranayama that is meant to give you some vigor, a little bit of energy, and it's going to be an interesting challenge to show how to do this without you in the room and without you able to really hear my breath, but I think we can do it. So let me explain a little bit. It's basically meant to, well, what you do is, and we're going to start with our hands on our belly to do it, and you can either do one or both, but it's a really forceful exhale. It's like staccato-like. I'm going to see if you can hear me. I don't know if you can, but the exhale is really forceful out your nose, and then you relax on the inhale. So the inhale really comes naturally. You don't need to force the inhale or try for the inhale, but it's a forceful exhale. And then the inhale should really happen on its own. We'll do this together a few times, a little bit slower, and then we'll pick up the pace so you can kind of get what it would feel like to do it really fast. So the beat that we'll go will kind of, in case you can't hear my breath, will be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of that fast, and then we'll do it even faster the next round. So place one hand on your belly. If you've got your seat on your cushion, sit up straight, relax through your inner thighs, relax through your shoulders, and take a breath in, and then exhale forcefully, and just keep doing that. So just a couple more, and stop. Take one of the hands back to your knees for a moment. Just scan your body, see how that felt. See if you start to feel the energetic qualities of Kapalabhati. Again, the staccato-like exhale, and then the relaxed inhale. We'll do another round. We're going to go a little bit longer today. And if possible, or a little bit longer this round, if possible, I want you to go even maybe just a little bit faster. That being said, if it starts to make you dizzy or you feel faint, then please slow down and maybe just bring your hands to your knees and you can breathe at your normal pace. All right, hand back to your belly. Inhale and then exhale. Ten more seconds. And stop. Whew. All right. I hope that translated okay via Zoom. I will also send a YouTube video later so you can try it again if you would like, and they do a possibly better job of being able to hear the breath. So got quite a bit of spray around me, but you know, that's kind of part of it. It's meant to loosen up some of the stuckness that we may have lingering in our either mental space or physical space. All right, from there, you can move your cushion out of the way. If you haven't already started your playlist, you certainly can go ahead and do that. And then let's come to standing. Take your feet out wide for starters. Requisite pant pull up. Thumbs on the inside, fingers on the outside, hips low. We'll take a moment here, get grounded, move your hips from side to side, gently pushing your knees out away. And as I mentioned, today's practice will be a little bit more heat inducing, a little bit more focused on igniting our inner fire, our inner courage to give us the stamina to keep going, to keep fighting the good fight, or just staying focused on what matters to you right now. Let's add a little twist here. Inhale, tuck chin to chest, round through your back. Exhale, press your left knee away and look towards your right. Ooh, making noise if it feels all right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Let's go 2 more times in each direction. Round your back through center and exhale, lengthen your spine. Come back through center. Gently press your right knee away, look towards your left. One more time on each side. Oh, I'm really looking for a back pop on this side. Nope. Okay, draw through middle. Last time on the left. Come back to center. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes in towards each other. Inhale your arms out and up. Exhale, slight bend through your knees. Hinge forward from your hips. Fold all the way forward. We'll come right back up to standing. Inhale, press down through your feet. Arms out and up. Exhale, reach hips back. Heart forward dive. Sweep out again. Reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Press down through your feet. Rise all the way up. Bring your hands through center. And then interlace your fingers behind you. Reach your hands away from your hips. Knuckles reach down. Heart lifts. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Arms come up and over. Shake your head yes and no. Slight bend in your knees here. Press your feet down and apart to help spread your hips apart. Lengthen through the backs of your legs. And release your hands. Keep the slight bend in your knees. Grab a hold of your elbows. Neck still's relaxed. Shake your head a little bit. Maybe find a gentle sway. And then bring your hands to the mat and step into our friend downward dog. Get acquainted in this position. Pay attention to your body, noticing how it feels, and see if you can notice how it feels without applying any judgment. Bend one knee at a time. Check in with your hips and your shoulders, side body. Then come back to center. Lift your heels over your toes. Tuck your chin, round through your upper back as you roll forward into plank and arrive. Press into your fingertips, shoulders right over your wrists, hips in line with your shoulders. Now take your heels to the right, gaze at the top of your mat. You'll know if your hips have lifted because your shoulders will come back behind your wrists. Inhale, heels through center, over to the left. Inhale through center, keep shoulders over wrists, lift your right leg just in line with your hip, flex your right foot, plant your right foot, now lift your left leg. Left foot grounds, tuck your chin, draw in through center, round your upper back, and then heart reaches forward, heels back. Let's do that one more time. Hips stay same height as shoulders, so shoulders stay over wrists, and then lengthen back out. Now exhale, elbows point back, lower to the mat. We'll take 3 rounds of cobra, press down and back into your feet. Shoulders loop. This doesn't have to be your fullest expression. Maybe just peel up an inch or two and soften. Shoulders loop again. Come up a little bit higher. Use your back muscles more than your hands. And release. Once again, shoulders loop. Use your back and then your hands. Come up to your fullest expression at this point of the practice. And then soften back down to the mat. Hands under your shoulders, toes tuck, knees lift, navel lifts towards spine, and press up through plank to downward dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out your mouth. One more of those. Stick your tongue out on the exhale. Bring your toes together. Inhale, reach your right foot straight back and out. Reach through heel to crown of head. Exhale, hug your knee in towards your chest. Shift forward, shoulders over wrists. And inhale, press your right foot straight back out. Exhale, hug knee to chest, right foot to right thumb. Press down into the mat. Hand sweep forward and up. Bring your palms together. Hinge forward. Palms back to the mat. Right foot comes back out. Reach again through heel to crown of head. This time, bring your knee into center. Keep it lifted. Ground your left heel and reach your right foot towards the left. So you're on the knife edge of your right foot. Then you'll open up. Left arm reaches up. Keep your hips high. Shoulders stack. Exhale, left hand back down to the mat. Hug your knee into center and then back into plank. Elbows point back all the way down to the mat. Feet and heart reaching in opposite directions through cobra. And then back to downward dog. Left leg. Inhale your left heel back. Exhale, stoking the fire. Draw knee to chest. Shift forward. Inhale, press back with courage. Exhale, knee to center, foot to thumb. Press down into the strong earth. Float your arms above your head. Gaze towards the horizon. Exhale, hands through center, back down to the mat. Left foot. Again, reach back behind you. Exhale, draw your knee into your chest, shoulders over wrists, right heel down, left foot comes out on the knife edge. Reach your right arm up, open. Exhale, right hand to the mat, draw your knee in, and then to plank. Elbows point back. Fingertips press down. Find ease, fluidity here, balanced by strength and structure of plank to downward dog. Right foot again. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to chest. Use your strong core. Inhale, foot reaches back out. Exhale, knee in, foot to thumb. Press down into the earth. Float your arms up. Exhale, stay long through your back leg as you dive forward. With energy, press your right heel back out. Exhale, knee to chest. Left heel grounds. Right foot out to the left side. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, knee in. And you could keep your right leg up if you wanted this time. Elbows point back all the way down. So that was a one-legged plank as an option. Back through plank or knee plank to downward dog, straight into the left side. Inhale, left foot. Keep the fire going, knee to chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, foot to thumb. Press down into the earth. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, stay strong and long through your back leg. Left leg comes back up, stretch. Exhale, strength, knee to chest, right heel to the mat. Left foot down, Right arm up. Keep your hips high. Right hand down, knee in, and then out or ground, all the way to the mat. Peel yourself away from the earth. Exhale, release. Bring that courage back. Witness your strength as you come through plank to downward dog. Inhale your right leg again. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, foot to thumb. Press down into the earth, float your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Right foot reaches back behind you, straighten. Knee to chest, shift forward. Left heel down, right leg out. Stack your shoulders, reach your left arm up. Ground your left hand, tuck your knee in, then reach out. And then the whole body hits the mat at the same time. Fluidity and ease. Balanced by stamina and strength. Left side. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Last time. Reach out through your foot. Exhale, foot to thumb. Inhale, rise up like a flame. Exhale, dive back forward. Left foot, send it back as far as you can. Knee to chest. Ground your right heel. Left foot reaches out. Right arm lifts. Right hand back to the mat. Plank or one-footed plank. And then back down. Fingertips to the earth. Shoulders loop. Heart reaches forward and release. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, knees lift, navel lifts through plank, back to downward dog. And pause. You can go into child's pose here, but if you can stay here for 3 more breaths and dedicate your strength to someone else, do it. And then ground your knees. Have a seat on your heels for a moment. Just bring your palms to your thighs. Sit up tall. Reach through the crown of your head. Notice how you feel. Notice your aliveness. And then we'll come into some really delightful core work, which everybody loves. It's my absolute favorite. It is plank-based, so maybe if you need to go ahead and give your wrists a little bit of a shake there, it might help. And then we're going to find our friend plank by stacking our shoulders over our wrists and lengthening out through our legs. I know you guys are all really excited to get there. Both of them. Okay, we're both there. It's perfect. Well done. Bravo. So from here, make sure to draw in through center, but without lifting your hips. And you'll know if your hips lift because your shoulders come behind your wrists. So keep your shoulders right over your wrists. Now take your heels over to the right without dropping your hips down. So keep them lifted. Take your hips through center and over to the left. This is the booty shot, I'm sorry. Inhale through center, over to the right. Come back through center, to the left, into center, back to the right. We're gonna do one more, or we go on the left, and then we're gonna do one more time on each side. Come back through middle, heels to the right, heels to the middle, heels to the left. Come back to center, knees down. Take a moment, shake your wrists out. If you have a particular wrist stretch that you like to take, go ahead and do that. We do have another round, another 2 rounds actually. So just do a little bit of a shake here, and then we'll get back into it. Clean whatever it is on your mat off your mat, and then set back up. Once again, in plank pose, fully integrated. Navel draws to spine. We're pressing the earth away and lifting the space behind our shoulders. Reach your sternum forward and your heels back. Now tuck your chin in. Lift the space behind your heart even more so you're rounding your upper back, and then reach from sternum to heels. Exhale, chin to chest, press the earth away, lengthen back out. Keep your shoulders over your wrists the whole time. Lengthen out. We're gonna do 2 more. Inhale, draw in, back to neutral. Once again, draw to center, into neutral. Heels down to the mat. Have a seat, or knees down to the mat, have a seat on your heels. Little bit of movement through your wrists here. And are we done? No, not yet. You know why? Because we are resilient AF, and we're strong, and we can witness it, and then we can inspire other people with our strength. So we've got 1 more round, and it's not going to be easy, but that's okay. Hard is not bad. Hard means that we're growing and that there's more room for us to expand. And don't we all want expansion? Nobody wants to be stuck. So we're stuck, and then something is hard, and then we can get beyond it. So let's get beyond these planks. Hands again underneath your shoulders. Find your friend plank. Become friends with it. Make it yours. Now we're going to add all this together. Take your heels to the right, heels to the center, to the left, back to center. Tuck your chin, coil in through middle, and then reach heart forward, heels back. Now, elbows point back, find a little yogi push-up, bend your elbows just 2 inches, back to the top. Notice my hips went low, so get them back to align with your shoulders, heels to the right, center, to the left, center, chin to chest, heels out, heart forward, yogi push-up just 2 inches down and back to the top. Heels to the right, center, left, center, chin to chest, and out. Yogi push-up. Can we do 2 more rounds? I think we can. Prove it. To the right, center, left, center, chin to chest, lengthen out, yogi push-up, back to the top. 1 more. Don't do it for you. Do it for someone else. Heels to center, to the left, back to center, chin tucks, lengthen out, yogi push-up to the top. Knees down. Whew. That's a workout. It's not just a workout though, because we're doing this to bring awareness to how strong we are. Yoga is a lot more than just exercise. And through this practice, we get to witness our strength and dedicate our strength to other people as well. Kind of adds another element to it. So if you want to shake your wrists out, and then we'll go ahead and do some stretches there for our wrists. So take your fingertips towards each other and your shoulders over your wrists. So your fingers are pointed towards one another. Curl your fingers in towards your palms. Kind of look like a gorilla. And then you'll take your fingers back towards you. Backs of your hands are still on the mat. Tuck your toes behind you and then subtly shift your hips back until you start to feel the backs of your hands lifting off the mat, and that's your stopping point. Flip your hands so the palm is down, fingers point back towards you still. Tuck your toes, send your hips back. Any amount, as soon as your palms lift, and then that's your stopping point. And back to center. All right, kind of shake them out once again here. Tends to feel good. And then hands to the mat, tuck your toes. Let's walk to the top of our mat. Inhale up just halfway, pull your palms up towards your shins, lengthen out through the crown of your head. And exhale, fold forward, bending your knees as much as you need to get your hands down to the mat. Inhale, unfurl halfway, lengthen out. Spine is long, parallel with the earth. Weight is in the front of your foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Crown of your head reaches forward. Press your palms into your shins. Exhale, fold. Slight bend in your knees. Take your thumbs into your hip creases. Press your hips back. Reach your heart forward and come up into standing with a long spine. Okay. From here, we're going to lift our right knee up, externally rotate, and then place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. You can keep your hands on your hips for starters, and then you're going to send your hips backwards. Whoop. So you're in this figure four position, and then bring your hands towards to heart center and Anjali Mudra. Keep your heart lifting up, your hips down, and then eventually start to, without folding forward and straightening your left leg, bend at your hips and bring your elbows down to your right knee and right ankle. So I end up being a little parallel, but I don't want my hips to be above my heart. I want my heart to either be in line with my hips or reaching to be taller than my hips. One more breath here. If you fall out, that's okay. Then we'll come back to standing. Replace your right foot on the mat, circle out your hips. And go both ways here. And we'll do the other side, starting with your hands on your hips. Lift your left knee, externally rotate from the hip. Place your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And then bending from your hips, try to keep your hips even. You might notice that your right hip wants to lift here. Whoop. So use your hands to help keep yourself honest and keep your hips square as you lower down. And then bring your palms to your heart. Without folding just from your hips, bend more from, or hinging forward, bend your right knee to get your elbows down towards your left ankle and left knee. Frank is coming over here to test my balance. Couple more breaths. And then we'll stand back up. Place your foot on the earth and then roll it out. Oh yeah, okay. That is nice. Come back to the top of your mat. If you've drifted away, press down into the earth. Float your arms up above your head. Slight bend in your knees. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring your hands all the way down to the mat. And then step back into downward dog. From downward dog, inhale your right leg, reach back and up, open up through your hips. Let yourself find the freedom and liberation here. Bend at your right knee, reach up through your right knee, down through your left heel, and square your shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. Just enjoy this expansion. And then draw your right knee in towards your chest. Hug it up towards your midline. Lift your left knee, left heel, shift forward, and place your right foot between your hands. Ground your left heel and follow your left hand up and over for warrior two. Arms strong and long. If somebody came and tapped on your arms, they wouldn't budge. And then your back leg, you're pressing down and away through the outside edge of your back foot. Right knee is tracking over the center of your front foot, maybe even pressing towards the outside edge, towards your right pinky. Then you want to be careful that you're not reaching forward, but you're right here, present moment, in the center over your hips. Okay, from here, flip your front palm. Reach your left hand down your left leg. Bend your right knee as your right arm floats up and over. Exhale, bring your right elbow towards the inside of your right knee. Left hand comes up and over. Palms connect, or hands, wrist connect, and then come back to center. Front palm flips. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, keep the length through your right side. And then left arm reaches up and over. Back to center. Front palm. Left hand reaches down. And right elbow on the inside of your right leg. This time, you're going to sweep your back arm across the horizon for side angle pose. And this is another one where you're going to have to call on your strength to maintain, because I know you're going to feel this in your front leg. Keep your left ribs rolling back and your right elbow pressing on the inside of your right knee to help give you the leverage you need. Left pinky twist down. Stay strong through your back leg and keep the whole pose fully integrated. Just one more breath here. And then this is the hardest part. Come back into warrior two. Ooh. Straighten your leg. And then turn your toes out. We'll take a moment in temple pose. Thumbs on the inside. Get your hips low. And shift your hips from side to side. All right. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes in. Reach your arms out and up. Exhale, dive forward and pivot to the front of the mat. Ground your back knee and take both hands on the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the edge of the mat and then tip out from your hip. So your hands will be on the inside. You'll either be on your palms, or you can walk your hands out like in seal pose, or after you've walked your hands away to help lengthen your spine, then you could come down to your forearms. So I want you to feel this in your outer right hip. You can maybe notice as you sway from one side to the other where the feeling intensifies, and I want you to be where it feels. Notice what you avoid. Just be here for a few more breaths. And start to walk your hands back in towards center. Move your right, actually step back into plank. We'll take heels to the right, heels through center, Heels to the left, back into center. One pulse, chin to chest, lengthen out. One yogi push-up, lower just 2 inches. Press back up to the top, and now lower all the way down. Balance your effort with ease. Press down and back from the tops of your feet. Lengthen through the front of your body, and then soften. Tuck your toes, navel to spine, back through plank to downward dog. Left leg. Inhale, reach all the way back and up as high as you can. Open up through your hips. Bend at your left knee. Right heel down, left knee up, shoulders square. We want this to be about your hips, not your back. And if your shoulders start to open up, then it becomes about your back. On your next exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest, hug it in, shift forward, foot right between your hands underneath your nose. Ground your back heel, heel to arch alignment. Follow your right hand up and over for warrior two. Your hips may not be perfectly square to the outside edge of your mat. In fact, it's more likely that they're going to be slightly pointed in this side to the top right corner of your mat so that you can get your left knee to track over the center of your foot. You can notice, and you can do this right now, as you turn your hips towards the right side of your mat, your left knee tips in. But we want your knee to track center, so you kind of have to angle your hips just a little bit. Now for the arms, we know we're going to keep them strong. We know our back leg, we're pressing down and away with the outside edge of our right foot. Now broaden across your collarbones and draw in through your lower ribs. Good, so now we're fortified here in our warrior two. We'll add a little bit of movement like we did on the other side. Left hand flops open. What did I say last time? Palm. Then reach your left hand up and over. Bend your left knee as you broaden your left side. Exhale, elbow on the inside of your knee. Right arm floats up. Wrists connect and use your strong core to bring you back to center. Left hand sweeps across the sky. Elbow to knee. Right arm up and over. Wrists touch, come back to center. Left arm. Breathe through your left side, stay strong through your back leg. Left elbow on the inside of your left knee. This time your right arm will sweep across the horizon. Turn your right pinky down. Draw your lower ribs in. Notice if you've got a big sway in your lower back, like I tend to, so draw everything into center. And then keep pressing your left elbow into left knee. Draw your right knee up towards your right hip to help keep your back leg fortified. And right ribs roll back. Sometimes that little manual adjustment is really helpful. Just press it back. Stay strong. Know you are. Practice your stamina here so you can show up out there. And inhale back up to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Turn your toes towards the side of your mat. Feet turn out. We'll take a moment in temple pose. Give our legs a little bit of a break. Stretch the outsides of our hips, the insides of our legs. It's a good groin stretch. Oh, Frank is coming back for more. But you can only see his tail. Oh, here he is. And then straighten your legs. Turn your toes towards each other. Inhale your arms up and over. Exhale, dive forward and pivot to the top of your mat. Ground your back knee, both hands on the inside of your left foot, and walk your left foot to the outside edge of the mat. Tip out from your hip. And then bring either your hands will stay here, or you'll walk your hands forward, or you'll come to your forearms. This is your preference. One is not better than the other. I do encourage you to find something that is going to generate some sort of transformation that is sensational, somewhere that feels challenging and but isn't painful. Like I always say, somewhere between the dentist and a bubble bath. And bring your hands back into center. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee, step into plank. One last sequence here, heels to the right, to center, to the left, to center, chin tucks, lengthen out, one yogi push-up, back to the top, and then exhale all the way down. Taps of fingers, press down, knees lift, shoulders loop, lengthen through your heart, and then release. Come back to your knees. So our final pose is going to be preparation for an arm balance that we're going to do the full expression of. Well, so we're going to try to do the full expression today, but I was going to say maybe we just do it tomorrow, but we might as well do the full thing today too. Okay. I'm going to show you one round. So you'll start just like we did before in this pose where we're in this figure four. Then you're going to keep going. You're going to slide your biceps down your shin and place your palms flat on the earth. Then you're going to hook your opposite foot to opposite arm, squeeze your elbows in so they're square, and then shift your weight into your fingertips and draw your right knee up towards your glute. Now then the key is to press left shin into your biceps, and then maybe, just maybe, you can start to experiment with reaching your other foot back and up. Not required. You could also just stick with the balance posture. Okay, let's try it all together. Up and at them. Starting standing, cross your left, we'll do left first. Left over right, palms together. Hinge from your hips, but keep your heart lifted to start so you feel a stretch in your hips. Then bring your elbows down. Maybe stop here. If you want to go a little bit further, throw in the challenge. Slide your biceps down your left shin. Hug it in. Secure your palms into the mat. Hook your left foot into your biceps. You're really pulling it in there. And then shift forward. Press your left shin into your arms. Hug your right heel in towards your glute. Look forward. And then maybe, whoop, or maybe not. Keep playing with that side. That arm's a little fatigued for me. Where that side is. Give a little bit of, just try it a couple more times or one more time. Then when you're ready, we'll move in to the other side. Go ahead if you're ready. If not, just keep playing and we'll cross right over left. Keep your heart lifted as you send your hips down. Slide your biceps down your shin. Get them really high up so your knees all the way up towards your armpit. Seal your palms. Hug your right foot in toward your left bicep. Shift forward. Bring left heel to glute. And then maybe lift your foot back. The little egg shape is a great place to start, though. Keep playing if you're loving it. Wish I could see how everybody's doing. If you're feeling spent, as I'm sure we are, that was kind of the idea of the day, go ahead and come back to a seat. If you want to continue to play with the arm balance, you can. And we'll slowly roll to our backs. Walk your feet to the outside edges of the mat. Rake your arms above your head. And gently windshield washer your knees. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Start to calm your breath down, calm your mind down. Preparing the conditions of your mind for the completion of class. Aware of where you've come from in the past few minutes. Aware of where you're going. But mostly just right here, right now. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms out from your sides, palms up. Drop your knees over to the right for a simple twist. Sometimes it can be nice to place a hand on your knee. Fully give in to the support of the earth. Now is not the time for doing. Now is the time for letting go. This moment is for letting go. Other moments are for action. Here we rest. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Take your knees over to the left, right palm up. Maybe place your left hand on your right knee. And soften. Allow yourself to be held. Bring your knees back in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Grab a hold of your hands. Rock gently from side to side. Direct your breath and energy downward. Reach your feet out long. So feet as wide as your mat. Palms open. Roll your shoulders underneath. Do a quick scan of your body. Softening through your ankles, knees. Let go of any tension in your hips and glutes. Let your abdomen sink towards the mat. Relax your shoulders, jaw, and forehead. And rest. without moving or opening your eyes. Simply become aware of what's around you. Deepen the awareness of your physical body by deepening your breath. Make small movements with your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Inhale your arms over your head and stretch from fingertips to toe tips. Bend at your knees, roll to one side, and pause and observe. Bask in the glow that you've created. And press yourself up into a seated position. Your palms at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Sit tall, lifting through the crown of your head. This gesture of gratitude we extend to ourselves, to our community, to all the people and yogis in our life who have made it possible for us to have this practice. May you and all living things be safe, be happy, be healthy, and live with strength and ease. Namaste.